I enjoyed meeting you guys last night, and I ranted on and on, probably too long, but anyway. The one thing I woke up this morning and said that I didn't talk about was the thing that really spurs us on, and that is curiosity, right? So that kind of, I was raised in a kind of Jewish family with a grandfather who read Talmud to me, and the Talmud starts with the word why. And I think that whole thing that they go through where they argue about crazy things for hours about whether it should be this way or that way, and the whys is probably embedded in my DNA, and probably is how I got to doing all this funny stuff out here. I'm politically have always been sort of lefty. I mean, I'm not a communist or anything, but let's say I'm a do-gooder type. And when I started in architecture, I wanted to. I didn't want to do rich guys' houses. I wanted to do housing and more politically sort of correct stuff. But starting out, I didn't get any of that. So I got houses, and so I made them out of poor materials. And that got me a really bum rap for a long time. I played with chain link fencing, which probably is some of you found out somewhere. And it wasn't because I loved chain link fencing or I was mad at the world and wanted to enclose it. It was just my perception that a young architect starting out was that why was there so much ugliness? Why were our cities so crappy looking? Why were terrible buildings being built 98% of the time? Very little that I would call architecture. People complained about it, but they didn't do anything about it. It was sort of, and then when somebody did something really special, everybody started saying, rah, 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 rah. That's no good. So, I mean, when Disney Hall models were shown, they called it broken crockery. So, that was for a while I had that rap. And so I was interested in denial, the denial factor in our lives, that we're all kind of in denial about things. And I picked chain link as the kind of symbol of that denial, because chain link is used all over the world in millions of square feet by people in every country, and everybody hates it. So why do they use it so much if they fucking hate it? I was curious about that, and I went to chain link mills and watched them make in an hour in 200,000 square feet with 4 people working. There's a knitting mill somewhere in L.A. that I went to that made enough chain link in an hour to cover the Santa Monica freeway from downtown to the beach. And everybody hated it, right? And then people made fun of me about it, and I couldn't quite explain that I was into this searching for what the denial mechanism. I mean, I didn't have enough words at the time. And I would go to somebody's house, and in the middle of their garden there would be a tennis court. And Bel Air, right? Tennis court. And the family could see the tennis court from the kitchen, the dining room, the living room, the bedroom, every room. And so I said to one guy, hey, I'm sorry I converted you to chain link. I didn't mean to do that. And he said, what are you talking about? And I said, you got a chain link fence around a tennis court out there, and you look at it all day long. And he said, no, that's a tennis court. So that whole denial thing fascinated me, and so, and it still does. And curiosity. Okay, good luck today.